yourselves a round of applause. Great enthusiasm. Yes, we're all pumped up now. I don't want to take any more time. You guys are ready. You got the t-shirts. Please help me welcome to the stage our host, Dr. Trevor Miranda is here. Woo!
Oh, that's amazing, man. That's awesome. Thanks, everybody. Oh, wow, Sandy, what a great job. Amazing. I think I need that for the dispensary. Send contact lenses to the parking lot. What's the odd corneal abrasion, right? I can bill for that, so it's fine. So how's everybody doing today? Are we good? We feeling good? I promise I won't shoot anything on our episode here, but I want to welcome everybody to a very special episode of Optometry Unleashed, the podcast where we uncover the frameworks and strategies that propel independent optometry trailblazers to the very top. We're coming to you live from Blue Mountain at the I Recommend National Training Event, and this year's theme is all about building a sustainable future. So today we're sitting down with some amazing experts right here at NTE to explore how we can start future-proofing our businesses for tomorrow by taking sustainable action today. So let's kick things off. Please welcome to the stage Tammy Gold, Senior Brand Manager at Alcon, Enrique Contreras, General Manager of CooperVision Canada, and Jennifer Pate, Senior Manager at Johnson & Johnson Vision. Welcome. Okay, welcome to Optometry Unleashed. So glad to have you. Right before we get into the nitty-gritty of our discussion, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We've been having fun the whole weekend, so why not a little bit more? Since we have three experts here from major contact lens companies, we're gonna play a little quick game called Contact Lens Confessions. Contact Lens Confessions. I'm gonna read 3 wild contact lens stories that we received online. 2 of these are true, but one of them's totally made up. Our guests are gonna write down, you guys have little whiteboards there. You can get your whiteboards out. You're gonna write down your guesses, and we're gonna see who can spot the lie. You guys ready?
Yep, pumped.
Let's go. Okay, story number 1. A patient came in complaining that their prescription wasn't correct. She actually had 5 contact lenses in her eye. Story number 2. My dad got a bad infection in both eyes. We found out he was rinsing his contact lenses with tap water because he thought it's just as good a solution. And story number 3, in my 20s, anytime the weekend hit and we were out partying, I would wake up the next morning in my makeup and contact lenses from the day before. The only thing as bad as the hangover was the burning I felt when I opened my eyes. Okay, so you have to spot which story is the lie. I'll give you a few seconds to write down which one you think is the lie. Story number 1, story number 2, or story number 3. Okay, are we ready? Let's reveal your answers to everybody.
Oh my gosh, we're all different.
Okay, we got 1, 3, and 2.
I just figure you're so hungover they wouldn't burn.
That's right. You don't feel anything, right? That was last night, so anyway. Okay, those are great guesses. We're gonna find out who is correct. The contact lens confession that is not true is story number 2.
Yes!
Woohoo! Let's hear it for Tammy.
Excellent.
Let's give her a hand. All right, Tammy. Okay, now we've tested your ability to separate fact from fiction. I think we're ready to dive into today's sustainability discussion. Okay, or more specifically, why it should matter to our businesses and what practical steps we can start taking now. One very common misconception is that sustainable practices are nice to have for businesses, but not something that brings real value. So the question is, how do you see sustainability as a necessity for businesses today? And can you share a specific example where sustainability has brought clear benefits to a practice? So since Tammy was the winner, we're gonna let you answer this one first, okay?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to be here today and talking about something that's passionate to all of us here in this room. This is very exciting to contribute to the conversation that is very critical in the way that we are stewards for this planet. So thank you very much for the invitation. And getting to the question around sustainability being nice to have, basically sustainability and social impact is no longer nice to have, full stop. Patients expect this from manufacturers, from businesses alike, and they perceive social impact and sustainability to be part of the overall value equation. So it's really the reason that patients want to exchange value with you, because it's meaningful to them. So where I'd say Alcon and manufacturers on the stage here have in common with practices like your own is that the patient is at the center of everything we do. So for Alcon, our purpose is really about helping patients see brilliantly. And that purpose is about inspiring the pursuit of bringing innovation, trusted and quality products that help with communities and also allow us to help support the planet in which we share. And last but not least, I'd just like to share something that we've partnered with a company called Plastic Bank, and I think all of you are very familiar with Plastic Bank. And you'll hear probably more about Plastic Bank throughout this discussion. But we are very proud of this collaboration because what this means for you, again, when you are fitting a patient in a permanent water surface technology lens, Daly's Total 1, Total 30, Precision 1, you know that that lens, we are going to offset the plastic pollution of that lens. And one thing I want to debunk here is that plastic is not a scary word, and healthcare provides safety. It provides a delivery system that you, Trevor, should feel comfortable putting a lens on patients' eyes knowing that it's trusted and it's quality product. But what we have done is we're going to offset our plastic, right? So anytime a patient purchases, you know that that's going to be offset by the partnership that we have to reduce plastic, well, actually to divert plastic from going into the oceans globally. So some of the stats that I can share with you is that we started our partnership in 2022. And essentially, we have already diverted 125 million bottles from entering the ocean. That's 2.5 million kilograms of plastic. It's quite significant. And with that, in terms of the social impact it has, we have also helped 475 communities, which has been over 4,700 collectors that have now a better life in supporting us with these collecting activities.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That's great. We're going to go to Enrique.
Okay, perfect. Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for having me here. So let me split that question into two. One is the necessity and the other one is the benefit. So the necessity, right? So we're talking about patients and the need for them to actually have a connection in everything they do. So we know for a fact that actually there's 1.5 times more connection between brands that are actually sustainable for those Gen Zs that are looking for that, and brands and businesses that are actually sustainable. So speaking about the necessity, and now the benefits, right? So brand loyalty. Brand loyalty between your practice and those patients aligned with their values. Removing barriers, right? Benefit. And we just heard how patients are looking for, what am I going to be wearing? Is it a daily disposable? How much plastic will that bring into the planet? So we also have a partnership with Plastic Bank. It's been now 10 years since we've started with this. We've roughly been able to collect 400 million bottles from ocean-bound plastic. And what this does is basically enables those coastal communities to provide to their families education, even toys for children. And lastly, I want to say the unique opportunity. So sustainability actually gives you an opportunity to connect to your patients and provide them with something that makes it's meaningful for them. So we at CooperVision truly believe that sustainability helps you to remove those barriers from patients that are looking to just fix their vision needs, but are worried about the impact on the planet. So again, just providing them with this unique opportunity to do something about it by just wearing their contact lenses every day.
Okay, amazing. Thanks, Enrique. And Jen?
Hey, hi everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So Johnson & Johnson is a global healthcare company, and one thing that is really important to us is that human healthcare is interconnected with environmental health as well. And so we at J&J have a very large environmental department whose sole job is to look at the business and all the different channels of business across innovative medicine and med tech, over 200 operating companies, and find ways in which we are going to contribute to improving the environment. And there's a really great quote that I wanted to read because I don't think I could ever summarize it as well as our Chief Sustainability Officer, and her name is Paulette Frank. And she says that Johnson & Johnson's relentless focus on solving the world's toughest health challenges inspires our commitment to environmental stewardship, because human health and environmental health are intrinsically linked. Our global, scientific-based approach to climate action, to our community-based support for health workers and clinics on the front lines of climate change, we put the patient and the planet at the center of all of our sustainability efforts. So locally, there is a program that was Canadian-born. It was really the brainchild of our team here in Canada. It's a limited pilot. It may be in some of the practices in this room. It's Lens Cycle. So the idea behind Lens Cycle is it's a bin that sits in a practice. It allows patients to take a bag home with them, and the bags fit a 3-month supply. And so they're able to put all their plastics in that bag, deposit it back in the bin at the office, and for every bag that is returned, a tree in Canada is planted. And we've had one practice in particular who really embraced this. They've diverted over 300 pounds of plastic in just a 6-month window and had 700 trees planted as a result. So just an example of living into it here in Canada.
Well, thanks, Jen. Those are some fantastic insights on the value of sustainability as an essential business practice.
I want to take a moment to say thank you to Hoya Vision Canada, our sponsor for this episode. Hoya empowers eye care professionals to achieve their business goals through comprehensive training and regular business reviews. Super High Vision Mirio EX4 is the latest innovative anti-reflection coating that has set new industry standards for clarity and durability. Also, their award-winning myopia management lens, MyoSmart, has sold over 4 million lenses worldwide. To learn more, contact your local Hoya territory manager today and elevate your practice.
Now that we have the why, let's take a look at the how. Many of us might want to make sustainability more of a priority, but there's different hurdles that can block us from moving forward. And we ran a poll on social media, and we found that the biggest challenge clinics face when it comes to sustainability is balancing, sustainability with profitability. And let's imagine you're advising a clinic that's facing this exact problem. What steps would you suggest to help them move forward?
Okay, so in thinking about sustainability and profitability, Alcon truly understands the pressures that clinics face, right? And we also know that sustainability doesn't have to come at a cost to your bottom line. It's actually in working together with manufacturers, just like the ones here up on the stage, and building and driving actually profitability while also imploring eco-friendly initiatives. So there are some examples I'd like to share. I'll keep it short. Yep. One example in particular, because I can talk forever about sustainability. I think you have an idea about that.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Okay.
It's good.
So one thing I'd like to share is Alcon's environmental sustainability scorecard. The reason why I'm highlighting this is because the idea around this is about from inception of a product design, from a new project through the life cycle management, what we have designed is a process that could proactively generate new sustainable ideas. Now, this is carried across countries, right? So what we're doing is we're evaluating if certain projects meet or exceed expectations in terms of saving energy and other savings, right? That are cost effective as well. We are able to evaluate before we bring a product to market, before we go through production, if there's ways that we can adjust. In 2023, 98% of all of our projects actually they incorporated this environmental sustainability scorecard. Now again, the reason why I bring this up is that sustainability is truly important to your patients. Again, bringing back patients to be the center of everything we do. They want to hear about these particulars, right? Your values are aligning with theirs. So I would suggest, can you create your own sustainability scorecard? Are there certain things that you can measure, even if it's changing LED lights within your clinic, something so simple like that? Can you measure it and share it and communicate it with your patients, knowing that, again, they want to hear about this. They want to hear what changes you are making. So it's very simple things like that that you can start with.
Thanks so much, Tammy. Enrique.
Thank you. So, first thing I'll say is sustainability and profitability are not in conflict at all. And I'll just leave it at that, and then let me move into the suggestions. So I would say I have two main suggestions. One is partner with those that are actually doing something about it. Partner with the right companies that are actually doing something that really makes a difference to our patients and to our planet. By that, I mean, we started on this journey 10 years ago, but it's not only about the plastic. On the how, I really want to make sure you understand that it's the whole product life cycle, right? So it starts with the blisters we use. It goes to the manufacturing facility. All of our manufacturing facilities and distribution facilities are LEED certified and BREED certified. This takes a while to accomplish. It's a couple of years at least for each site to get LEED certifications. And truly leveraging those partners means use the resources, the tools that they have. Reach out to your CooperVision rep and ask them to really show you all the assets, all the tools that are available to you, how many plastic bottles you've actually helped remove from ocean-bound plastic by just fitting a contact lens, right? So really leverage those relationships and partner with those companies that are making a difference. And the other suggestion is basically walk the talk. So get involved, get trained, and make sure everyone in the practice understands the benefits that this brings to your practice and to the patients and to the environment. So rely on us as companies to help you get there and to really communicate and live up to this sustainability commitment.
Thanks, Enrique. Jen?
Yeah, I would just say that as you look at your clinic, that sustainability doesn't have to be executed in grand gestures. It doesn't have to be putting solar panels on roofs. It's finding those small things and the small changes that you can make every day in how you execute. And those small things compile and add together to make larger change over time. There are small things, whether it be looking at your paper usage in an office and how that things like marketing through paper or charting, any paper charting or patient reminders, things that can be moved to digital. And what you often find when you seek these areas to make improvements in sustainability, you generally find that you have efficiencies, organizational efficiencies, and there can be cost savings aligned with that too. So let's keep in mind that changes in sustainability don't have to be monumental in nature. They can be small things that every clinic is capable to do.
Amazing, amazing, thanks. Thanks for those great solutions. And challenges are a natural part of doing business in any industry. And the key is how we respond and turn challenges into opportunities. And it's also helpful to remember that sustainability isn't a solo mission, as you mentioned. We can share our resources and knowledge to make a greater impact together. So I know each of your companies has worked hard at building sustainable initiatives and inviting businesses to join in. Right now, we're gonna recreate an iconic scene from The Wolf of Wall Street. No, sorry, Enrique, it's not that steamy scene with Margot Robbie. It's gonna be an exercise we call Sell Me This Pen, okay? So we have some of the most influential independent optometry clinics here at NTE, and they're gonna play the role of Leonardo DiCaprio. Your challenge is to give a 30-second pitch on why they should partner with your company for sustainable initiatives. We're actually gonna have a clock on this one. I just wanted to frame this up a little bit. You know what? I know, those contact lens blister packs and foils, a lot of our patients think they're actually recycling them when they're not in their municipal, blue box. And a lot of these contact lenses end up in waterways. 340 million contact lenses end up in landfills and waterways in Canada every year. 20% of our patients are disposing of their contacts by flushing them down the toilet, which is really sad to say. So I want you guys to think about that when you frame up your pitch, and you're gonna summarize your pitch with 3 words of what the commitment to sustainability means to you and your company. And we're gonna have the audience vote for their favorite pitch. You ready? Okay, we're gonna start this time at this end. We're gonna start with you. Jen.
Fantastic. Okay, so the timer's going to flip. And I
Yeah,
get
we're
roll.
going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1. You're on.
Okay, so at J&J, we have committed to sustainability at the highest level, and some really interesting things that I want you guys to know about Johnson & Johnson MedTech in particular, that we have committed by 2025 to decarbonizing our operations and value chain. So that essentially means that 100% of our facilities will be run on renewable energy. And do you know that AccuView contacts come from facilities that are only run on renewable energy? Jacksonville is powered by sun, and Limerick, Ireland is powered by wind. We've also reduced the packaging by 60% in all of our AccuView lenses. And then the big thing, we've talked a little bit about lens cycle, just the empowerment of Johnson & Johnson at the local level to... It's really hard.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate myself for
Yeah, no, that's okay.
buzzing you, but that was brilliant.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Jen. Can you summarize in
Yes,
three
yes.
words? 3 words.
So it's about being proactive, committed, and stewardship. We all own sustainability. We are all partners in it.
Amazing. Thanks so much. Okay, Enrique, you are up next. 3, 2, 1. You're on.
Okay, so you want what's best for your patients, right? So you want the most stable toric, you want the easiest to fit multifocal, you want the widest range of parameters in the industry. So make sure you partner with the most sustainable company as well. And don't take my word for it. There's QR codes in all the water bottles that are at your tables. It's not only about the product and the supply chain. Scan those QR codes or ask our friends from Ocean Optometry, Dr. Evelyn Lowe from BCDO, ask Dr. Wes McCann. Where's Wes? Ask him to actually share with you his immersive experience of one of our most sustainable sites, Costa Rica, one of our LEED certified facilities.
Sorry, I hate myself. Okay, Enrique, you got 3 words to sum up your little pitch to us.
People, planet, and vision.
Amazing. Thanks so much. Well done. Well done. Okay, great pitch, Enrique. Now, last but not least, Tammy has never just used 30 seconds, right?
Never.
Never. So this is a real challenge, but
Yeah.
we're going to do it in 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so our social impact and sustainability pillars, there's 3 of them. 1, brilliant lives. We are focused on bringing 5 million patients who have cataracts right now in low to middle class income countries. We're bringing we're bringing eye care to them. We're going to treat the cataracts. Number 2, brilliant innovation. In 2023, Alcon invested $828 million. And part of that investment was their environmental sustainability scorecard, which is integrated into all the product development that we do. Last but not least, brilliant lives. By 2030, Alcon is going to be carbon neutral through Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions. By 2023, we are also going to divert 100% of non-hazardous waste from our manufacturing sites in DCs. That's it.
Okay, well done. Well done. Amazing.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Do you have 3 words to sum up? 3 words?
I actually do. All right. Together, innovative, and brilliance.
Amazing. Okay, well, that is so hard. I think it's a tie. Everybody wins when we're doing sustainable. What do you think? We're all winners here, right?
Yeah.
I've got prizes for you all, so way to go. Well, it's been an absolute privilege. I want to really thank all 3 of you for being with us today on Optometry Unleashed. And you've given us a lot of valuable takeaways and next steps, and I really look forward to working together, in my practices and all the doctors and clinics here, going back to their practices and their communities to work together to help thrive. And as a token of our appreciation, I'd like to present each of you. I won't shoot you with the gun, but these are special, limited edition
Thank you.
Optometry Unleashed t-shirts. So you're all honorary members of the team. Let's hear it one more time for Tammy, Enrique, and Jennifer.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Today's episode will be up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And while you're at it, rate and review and subscribe to our podcast. You can also follow us on social media at Optometry Unleashed Podcast. And I want to give out a shout out to Hoya Vision Canada for sponsoring this episode. We appreciate your ongoing support and all that you're doing. Really great shout out to our Optometry Unleashed team, Glenn, Andrea, and Nicole. It's Nicole's birthday, so thanks so much to the team that's helping in the back. And of course, thank you to you, our amazing audience, for joining us today. Your commitment makes a real difference in the world every day, and all of our patients, all of your patients appreciate it. Together, we're unleashing our potential to make a great impact. So that's our show, everybody. We'll see you next time on Optometry Unleashed.
Thanks so much. Thank you.